Hello Moment friends! Ending here for another episode of March of the King. When we last left off, we're getting ready to go and talk to all these different rangers and learn of what needs to be done. Basically just calming them, because rangers always need calming, let's be honest here. But here we go, let's calm some rangers. Yes, we will calm them. Yes, no foot tapping this time, we are merely just calming the rangers this time, yes. Very good, calming all the rangers, and it looks like this guy does have a quest. Come close, man, for I do not wish to alarm the rangers with what I must tell you. You see, I neglected to tell our captors of my companion and our dear friend, LOTRO Ahi. Thaichat's voice shrinks to a whisper. Loahahi is a mumuk of 16 years. I cared for him after his mother was felled by disease in the earliest months. Lohuaki endured and grew mighty, weathering illness and battles alike. And he was to be brought into the war at long last. It was an honor to see him bear the brilliant armoring of my people. But those who rode with him into battle did not make it far into these lands. Their company was ambushed at Cirith Negin, and there they were slain to the last, save for Loku Ahi. He cast off his armoring, wild in anger and confusion, and trampled all beneath him as he fled into the mountain pass. I believe he lives still, champion. But there remains no way for him to escape the lands of the Rangers alive, not without aid. The Rangers will not trust our bond, and they will slay him unless he departs from here. There is a pale root that grows among the foothills of the Black Mountains, and it is known to my people as marrow root. When cracked, it gives off a strong, sweet odor, to which the mumuk are drawn. I have seen it among the ruins here, and in the foothills to the east. He fled far to the southwest of Cirith Negin, but I do not know more of his flight. Once you have gathered the roots and discovered his whereabouts, crack the roots on the moss-laden stones, and lead him into the marshlands far to the northwest. I know not if he shall be in peace there, but anywhere is safer for a mumuk than the lands of the Rangers. Alright, this is an awesome quest. I did not see this coming at all. I cannot wait to save a mumuk. That makes total sense. I don't know why we're talking to that guy though. Maybe that's why he came into this ranger camp, but it is fantastic. We're able to save a mumuk. That is a really cool questline. Alright, let's see here. Where are these other rangers that need to be calmed? That need to be calmed. Oh, there is something glowing here. I guess this is where the root is. Alright, we have to collect 10 marrow roots in here apparently. That's gonna take some time. Alright, here we are. We found the other rangers that need calmed. Yes, calm all of you, I insist. I shall answer your questions, man. In truth, I know little of our purpose here. Only that warmongers bade us surrender to these forest men. You call them rangers, do you not? A strange name, I think. We had been long stationed in the lands of Daggerlad, but travelled southward to reach the battle on the fields. Many of our number were slain at Cirith Negin by the Rangers, and soon we were few. I learned of Gondor's victory from the Rangers, but know little else of the battle. If this is our fate, I wish only to learn more of that great battle, and then return home with my brethren. I would ask to hear more of the battle, but first you must speak to my brethren of it. They are eager to hear of it. Okay, so he wants us to go and talk with the other crazy captives. Alright. Yes, we're calming the Rangers. Very good. Haha, we've calmed all the Rangers. Now we're good to go. Alright, buddy. I know you wish to understand why I ordered my men to stand down. I ordered our surrender because I know that our people cannot win this war. Not ourselves, and not for the Dark Lord. I speak not for the others among my kin, and I do not claim falsely that the conflict between our peoples is ended. There have been many years of hatred between us, and old wounds are not so easily soothed. We have known the Rangers to be unforgiving of their foes, but we still draw breath, at least for now. I have kept several banners of Far Harad bundled in my armoring. They are borne into many battles, yes, but in my homeland they serve another purpose. You see, they are often used to mark areas of strife or dangerous weather and winds. If you were to plant them among the southern roads of these lands, those that beheld them would be warned to turn back. In return, I will offer what I know of my people's plans in Daggerland, and of the Dark Lord's designs in the coming days of the war. I cannot promise all will heed the warning of the banners, but if the captain of those Rangers wishes to see fewer of my people in his lands, he should consider it. So, let's just trust this guy's word and assume that these Assume that these banners are not just like giant beacons telling all his people to come and attack us, but instead assume that they're just warnings and telling them to go away and that there's nothing to be seen here. Okay, buddy, we'll trust you, yeah. The sad thing is we actually will trust him, and hopefully it is actually what he says it is, but, you know, knowing LOTRO, it probably is, but who knows? You know of the great battle? Tell me what happened, I beg you. What of the men of Harad? You tell thy chat of the Black Serpent's doom at the hands of Theoden King, and of the 3 Mummock who fell in their assault against the walls of Minas Tirith. So much death. If only we had abandoned the Dark Lord long ago. Cool is a master who sits behind dark mountains and steep tower walls, feeling nothing of his soldiers that are slaughtered. I no longer wish to be part of this war. I only wish to return to Harad. I have heard all I can hear. Leave me, man. What know you of the battle on the fields of Gondor? You tell Daratum of the deeds great and small on the Pelennor fields. You speak of the death of Theoden King, the triumph of your allies against the Witch King of Angmar, and of the sacrifices of great warriors before the enemy's forces. The ranger spoke of a wraith garbed in all red, who thought himself protected from the weapons of war. Yet he fled the field in fear. How can one who need not fear death be cowed before the armies of Gondor? They cannot be so mighty. If the Dark Lord has such servants in his command, how lowly must we be in his sight? I hunger for battle with the men of Gondor, and yet this is ill-fated path for my people. We shall be used in the last. And what glory shall we have when all of us are gone? This battle must be ended, Andeng. It must, if ever we are to return home in peace.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
I do not trust him, Andeng. It could lessen the burden on the host of the West and leave Ithilien clear of their people. If it is a ruse, they could lead the enemy's forces to our position. If this truly means that fewer Southrons will attempt to pass through Ithilien, I must allow it. Raise the banners that he asked, but begin the trail far to the south from Alan Vernon. Even if they follow it, they will not discover us. And if the Southrons spoke true, they will turn about at the sight of them, and have no need to continue northward. Be swift, my friend, for I desire to learn what the Southrons know of the enemy's designs in Ithilien.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
I shall offer them no quarter if their kinsmen attack us again. But I will not have my men given in to fear on mere suspicion. Thank you, Andang. Let us hope it does not come to that. Alright. We're going to collect all these roots, these ranger roots, and make our way on further along. Yes, completed friend to the host of the West, of course. I have waited patiently for you to tell them of the battle, and now I ask that you tell me what you told them. You tell Joa of the battle on Pelennor Fields. You tell him of the shattering of the gates of Minas Tirith and of Grond. You tell him of the Witch King of Angmar and of Gothmog's flight. You tell him of the Black Serpent's death and of Theoden King, who fell soon after. He listens attentively and bears a sad smile when your tale comes to an end. So my king and his sons are slain, then. They would not have wished for death to find them any other way, man. Regardless of this war's outcome, much will change in my homeland. The lands of Harad are unforgiving, but beautiful. If ever there is peace between our peoples, or if you remain such a bold adventurer, I believe you would feel at home in the wilds of Harad, and among the warm winds of our deserts and the jungles. If there were the time, I would tell you more of it, but I can sense these rangers no longer appreciate our conversation. You have come to the freshest waters of the river. You have left the freshest waters of the river. Alright, let's go back here. Whoop. It's just right here, apparently. Alright, and here we go for the final route we need to collect. Let's go ahead and make it up this hill and collect it. And there we go, we collected 10 out of 10. Now we can go on back to the quest giver after we finish off some of these other quests. Alright, and we do still have to plant those banners, and apparently this is an ideal banner location. There we go, 1 out of 6. Let's actually take a look at what these look like. Yeah, that doesn't look too welcoming. And here is another ideal banner location. Look at that. Wonderful. Alright, let's continue along and just basically put giant arrows right to the ranger's location. Oh, man. And we thought Estel Din was bad at being a secret base. This is even worse. We might as well just write, hey, everybody, come check out the ranger place. This is like the giant arrow to the ranger camp. Alright. Alright, here we go, placing the final giant arrow to the ranger camp. Yes, Haradrim, come this way and find the ranger encampment, please. We beg of you. Well, at least the rangers will be on lookout for this type of activity, but it's still kind of weird that we're just placing these Haradrim banners in Gondor territory. I mean, you must admit that. But, you know, it does kind of make sense to be trusting them, I suppose. They are captives, but at the same time, they could be saying, hey, we're captive, come save us, please. Alright, well, I think that does bring this episode to a close. Thank you everyone so much for watching another episode of March of the King. When we return, we will of course be finishing off these other quests and hopefully not leading every single Haradrim to the ranger camps. But that's not till next time. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of March of the King.